Let's talk about stepping legs into a river or natural body of river because it is associated with a number of spiritual benefits across various traditions and personal practices. Remember, it's not only in Africa, it's not only in Nigeria. Other nations have their own spirituality. It's universal. Once it's the same, what you practice here and there, synchronize. You can say it is universal. There are so many benefits, general benefits, around the symbolic process of water as an element. There are symbolic properties of water as an element too, of cleansing, of the flowing, of life that it gives. You should know this. They say water is life. And some people say water has no enemy. But I stand here today to tell you that water has enemy. Because there are waters that forbid a lot of things. You don't go there during your monthly flow. There are some practices you don't carry out there. You don't shit in that water. You don't pee in that water. All right. There are days that the energies that owns the water are active. It's not every day that you go there. If you go there with some fetish things, it's going to rebound on you. So these are the things that water dislike that made me to let you know that water has enemy. Hey. Mhm. The same way we have so many waters with territories, that is how it is. If you leave your territory and you overlap and you go to another water, you will now know that water has enemy. Mhm. Now, let's talk about some commonly known spiritual benefits of dipping your feet into water, especially when you go for Iloma, when you go to do Olumele. Number one, let's talk about cleansing and purification. As you step your leg inside the water, you want to be cleansed. You want to wash away negativity. The flowing water is believed to symbolically cleanse your aura or energy field. It will remove surface debris like stress, chaos, negative energy, and emotional blockages. I hope you are aware of this. If you dip your feet inside water, it's going to release trauma. So when you are taken to the river to do some spiritual work, know it today that you should, as a matter of fact, make sure you step inside the water. And then so go deep. But if the water is not so deep, you can still go in. All right? It's significant. You can as well use it and wash your head and your face, even if you didn't take your bath. You also wash your hand and wash your leg. But for you that is doing iloma for somebody, you must enter the water. All right? You will enter, put your leg there inside for connectivity too, for connection, to tap into that energy owned by whether it's a Milingere or Ofufe or Akpu or Ogugu. No matter who owns that river, no matter the deity that owns the river, you connect. So you have to release the trauma in your body, you and the person you are working for. All right? Some practices suggest the water helps to release old frequencies. You know what a frequency is? Frequencies of hurt, chaos, stress, trauma stored in the body. Sometimes it's called tissue or muscle memory. The most important thing is that for you to know that stepping your leg into the water helps you to release trauma. Again, spiritual detox. Engaging with the water is a spiritual practice that promotes a detoxifying effect that allows you to shed spiritual impurities in your body. It will detox those feet that you stepped into the water. Now, the second reason why you should step your legs into water is for harmony and renewal. When we are talking about harmony and renewal, we are talking about restoration and renewal. To restore you, restore the bond between you water family, marine family, mmiri, mmiri, milibenne or milibenna. Water, especially flowing water, is a powerful symbol of life. It will give you life and change. It will give you a sense of renewal, refreshment, and a blank slate or a new beginning. The more reason you should do it whenever you go to the stream or lake or river or big water, no matter whatever you call it. Why I'm using this different noun is because a lot of people are easily confused. There are some, their assimilation is still very poor. There are some, they still learn on the kindergarten level. When you say water now, they will think it's the, the one you put in the cup to drink. They don't know we are talking about the water body. When we are talking about water body, comprises of river, lakes, streams, okay? Whether the one that comes out from the rock, you should know this. Then again, stepping your leg into water gives you emotional balance. That balance is as a result of the presence of natural water, because you stepped your leg there. So it will foster calm, it will calm you, it will heal you, it will stabilize your emotions. Now we are talking about emotional stability. If you take your time to notice that whenever you go to a stream, you feel calm because of the aura of the water body. You become calm. You can hear the birds chirping, singing. You can feel the gentle breeze as it blows on you. You let out deep breath. You see, you come back to yourself. Life will come back to you. You can start admiring the work of the Almighty. You will notice the presence of spirit. If you are of the type that your clairessence, clairaudience, clairvoyance is working, all right? It helps. Now, a higher state of consciousness, you will receive it once you dip your leg inside water, because being near in any natural water is linked to what will I say? It's linked to to you having a deeper sense of peace, profoundness, which can lead to a feeling of being in a higher state of consciousness, like I explained earlier. You become, you take deep breath, and you connect with the entities around, even if you can't see them. A great peace will come on you. You will now be focused. You can be able to channel your intentions properly. You can connect with the person that brought you to the river or stream to do your spiritual work so that you get answers. Going to a river is not the time to start taking pictures. Cheese, I am before river Ngene. You see it, cheese, fries, cheese. No, it's not the time because these are distractions. All right. I don't even blame our governor that said we should stop going to the stream or river. A lot of things happen. So many people go there to act their nonsense film. They are not even offering to the spirit. You can see now. They just want to impress the world. Take one or two pictures and put on social media. Aside from clarification that you, a Dibia, you do this kind of work, that is not a crime. That is what I feel. But once you continue doing it all the time, and now, it's against the ethics. It should be against the ethics, the work ethics of being a Dibia. Please, you should know this. Now, a third reason for dipping your leg inside water is for flow and connection. So many of you are looking for connection. So you go to the river, to Ngirichige, Milibenna, to that powerful river you have heard about. Now, when you are going there for flow and connection. When you talk about going with the flow, it means that the river symbolizes the constant flow of time and life. As you step your leg into it, it will remind you to let go of any resistance, any hardship, any grudge, any malice, and you will embrace change. And when change comes into your life becomes peaceful. You will now align with your destiny, with your personal purpose, personal cross with the nature current of life. You now align. Sometimes you now see doing spiritual work, going to the river, Iloma and all that. It's not just because of the name that it is called. It's because you need to flow, your life to flow. You need to have that connection. Some of your connection will come from water. And the water spirit will move in your favor and link you up with somebody who is going to be of help to you in your life, whether financially, connection wise, academically, in every sphere of life. You understand? Because you don't see does not mean that you will not flow with the connection. All right? There is a purpose for it. And when you go with that, your nzu, oji, edo, alligator pepper, okuro, okoko, akwibo for cleansing and all that, then the main offering that you came with, you were asking for something. You see how you will get it. Don't just stand on the ground, on the land. You must do what? Calm down. Enter inside the water, your 2 feet, bam, inside that water. This is what I've been talking about from the beginning of this video. Stepping your feet inside water for you to do what? Connect. Now, as you are connecting, you connect with the divine nature of water that will give you that consciousness, that connection, that flow. It will serve as a simple but a profound ritual to connect you with the raw, pure energies of nature and feel the presence of something great, majestic, and benevolent. Spirits are benevolent. I hope you know that when you give them what they need, not when you anger them or go and rouse them from their resting place. But if you go there and you are rousing them from their resting place, you must go with a gift. That is why gifting is very, very important. You don't only give to people who are close to you, your besties, and all that. You gift to spirit. Hmm? For me, I like gifting the spirit as long as there is financial flow. I cannot be stingy. I will chop my own and chop the spirit own. You have problem now. They will block everywhere. Yeah, it's the same thing as when you are giving to your chi. Whether you receive or not, keep giving. Open your heart, open your mind, open your spirit. Do your own part. Let them do their own. And if their own is not forthcoming, I will tell you to challenge them. Spirit loves challenge. If it's one of the spirits you single out, whether Ngene, Akwakalete, or Ugunnewan, or the deity of your family, whether Ngu, you use your colonel, call the entity before Anyanwu Nabana. You can as well go to the water, step your leg inside the water, face the direction of the rising sun. Call on that spirit that owns the water that you have come, given several times. Why is he not responding? Ask the reason why. After that, you remind it again of what you have been petitioning it for. And make sure you covenant it to work faster for you. That if you give me this, I will give you that. To say thank you. That's how the spirit will move. Then after saying that, you do what? You have patience. The daily reminder should be coming in form of doing your morning affirmation with your Nzu Oji Ido. That's how you remind them daily until it is done. Don't forget your own side of the bargain. That is where you have problem too. If they have given to you and you conveniently forget, you go and you start your work with the first salary. You have forgotten where you went to make your request. It was granted. You have forgotten to go and give thanksgiving. You see it now. That is where you have problem. And the spirit punish people. This is one thing they will not tell you. They say, do you want us to be afraid of this spirituality? This or that, do you want us to be punished? When a child errs, what does the parent do? They will shield that child. They will scold that child. Spirits do that, okay? Let me tell you this free of charge. Spirit shield, they will scold you. After cheating you and you don't take to correction, anything you see, you take. They might bring their spiritual enforcer, the task force Akaluhedi, on second, and put it on you, wear it on you like a cloth. you'll be behaving foolishly or having bad luck here and there. So you avoid that. Now, if you step your leg inside the water or river, whenever you go there for Iloma, or you just go because it's convenient for you, you just go there for your meditation and your alone time with nature, it will enhance your spiritual growth 100%. You don't have to be in 1 milli to go to milli. Those are is nature. I don't have to be in one ikuku to connect with ikuku. Because why? I am a dibia, a chosen one. Must have the inherent and innate ability to work with all the elements of life. That is why you are a chosen one. But there will be one that is your strongest link, your strongest element. That is that one that you came to life with. If it is fire, if it is water, if it is earth or wind, you now know. Hmm? But all the rest, you should be able to work with them. When you light incense, you are connecting with fire, you are connecting with air. When you speak words concerning it, you are using your main element of life to connect with these ones that I mentioned. When you step your leg on the ground without wearing slippers, you have connected to earth. Can you see how you manifest as a dibia? Even if you're not a dibia, you are a spiritual conscious person. Have you seen how you have connected with all of them? And if the sun is shining through that time, you have connected to with the sun, that's fire. You see it, the breeze is blowing. Maybe you yourself, you are water element. You have connected. It quickens spiritual growth, stepping your feet inside the water or river or lake or stream whenever you go to do your Iloma or just when you want your alone time. It will speedily quicken your spiritual growth, development, spiritual awareness, and it will even act as a symbolic crossing over of a barrier requiring a step of faith. Another reason, the number 4 of stepping your leg into the water is for spiritual protection and activation. So what are we talking about? Spiritual protection and activation. It is not only for Mary, it is for anybody who is spiritually conscious, spiritually inclined, a chosen vessel too, lovers of nature, but you are not spiritually inclined, researchers, you want to find out something, you don't even believe in spirituality, yes, you can. If you are tired after a long walk, you are passing, by the time you get to your place, you pass a river. There is no harm there in removing your sandals. You dip your leg, to calm and cool your body. Do you know that coincidentally, you are also protecting yourself spiritually? You are activating spiritual protection because you remove spiritual deposits from your life when you do that. Because there is this belief that washing of feet, we used to do it in Celestial Church, and it is once in a year that is done. You wash away every hardship, every calamity, impurity, sickness from your body. Is symbolic, that washing of feet. So you that dip your leg inside the water, it is symbolic too. It has to do with that washing of feet because it will remove spiritual deposits or your contact with evil forces, evil karma, charms, unholy substances, because all these sometimes uh, have to do with the foundation where you see yourself on this earth. When you step on charm or something that will corrupt your body, maybe you went somewhere to a devious place you are not meant to, because that one uses charm or foreign deities, not of your land. There is need for you to activate that spiritual protection by stepping your feet inside the water of your own community, your own land, your own father or mother side, anywhere you see yourself. It can be even lake or the beach. Okay? And again, you will re-energize yourself. I'm talking about the fourth reason that has to do with dipping your leg inside water for spiritual protection and activation. And I'm giving you instances how you can do it and what it works for. Re-energizing yourself. When you expose yourself to a pure moving water, yes, and you allow your body to absorb that pure frequency, it will now remove negative things from your body, negative ions from your body, which can now, when you remove the negative one, the positive one will enter and do what? Re-energize you. As water cools your feet, soaks you, calms your mind, the pure spirit will enter, while the impure one will. You re-energize yourself when you expose yourself to a pure moving water. As you step your leg inside that water and you allow it to touch your feet, it will now remove every impurities and the natural and pure energy will enter your body. You understand? It will now change your frequency to be pure and you will now vibrate with good aura. That is, it now gives you leverage to open your portals, your chakra, the seven chakras in the body. When we talk about reactivation of spiritual center, from your pineal gland, the sacral one, the one in your throat that makes you to speak out that atom that powers the ile of a dibia. So you see, dipping your feet inside the water helps you to reactivate spiritual centers in your body, the seven chakras, because it will purify it and rekindle it in your body system. Your body will work. Every impurity, sickness will go away. Eh? To cap it all, if you now bathe fully in the water, or more, you will be reinvigorated. Everything dead in your body will become active, positive ones. The dead ones will be washed away, you'll be refreshed, and you will be full of life. So I just said, let me educate you on this because sometimes some people, once they go to the river, that their Obanje spirit or their negative energy, their kalogeli, will tell them not to go inside the water. They will just stay there and say, fetch water for me. When you come up, let me use it to wash my feet and wash my face and wash my hand. Oh, girl, it doesn't work that way. There is need for you to step down, step into the water and do those things by yourself. Communicate with nature. Wash your hands, wash your face, pour the water on your head. If it's inconvenient for you to take your bath, but if it is convenient for you to take full bath or more, remove your clothes, bath am as you dey bath am in Africa. They no even care. We no send anybody, papa. Whether they dey there, they look. Na nyash they never see before. Abi na wetin? Bath your bath. The most you can do is to tie your white wrapper, on your chest, and it will cover your up to your thighs. Pour water on top of yourself. There you can even also use spiritual sponge and soap. Bathe that bit. Bathe out impurity. Bathe out that calorie. Evil mark. Death. Bathe it out. Everything. Reactivate all the chakras in your body so that you will be whole. Okay?